Hello and welcome to Stockton Junction. Today you join me and we're doing an unboxing. I haven't opened this yet, so I'm just going to have a look. This is the 7 car Class 370 APT. So we're going to just open it up and have a look. Going to remove that a minute. Move the box out of the way. Well, the box is really nice. It's got some great images on it. So a lot of detail on the back there. Gonna put the end of the box up, and there's 2 trays, so I'm going to lay it flat now, slide those out. I noticed that with the APT sets that they've gone for these cardboard tray boxes. Again, same, you've got your normal sheet for your DC operation. Also comes with another sheet which I'm just unfolding, and on how to fit the decoders, which I haven't got any decoders for it at the moment, so unfortunately it literally will be just looking at how it comes out rather than running it today, which is a shame. But next week I'll be buying the decoders and then we can have her running properly. So, first thing to notice is in here we've got some of the little joiner tie bars there. And so the first one is that in this one it's got the 2 end cars and the middle cars, not the power cars. So again, as a lot of people have said about these anyway, the capacitors, I can't see the capacitor in this one, in the end car, so maybe they've hidden it in this section here, I don't know. That's strange. This one has got a screw section here. I don't know what that's for, because I thought that the driving cars were yeah, these aren't driving cars, so I don't know what that's for. So, be interesting to find out on that one. So I'm just going to get the rest of these cars out and have a quick look. So, good thing is I've not noticed any issues with the paint on these. There's not like the HST. Yeah, so that one's also got another screw section in it as well. So not quite sure what that's for. I'm just going to unpack all these and get them out of the way so that we can have a better look. These are the cars that go either side of the driving car. So that's what these have got, the different connectors on, and then these sit just on the coaches. That one's the same. Again, it looks like the capacitors are hidden on these ones at this end, so which is good, so you don't see those. So it's the first box out the way. Just remove that one. Excuse me. And in this set we have so this is different. So this one has got like a load of equipment inside. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go, bit of a light on there. It's got cabinets inside, that sort of thing. So for like all the testing, you can see the capacitor in this one up through there. And but that's a nice one. I like that. I like that coach. That's a really nice coach. And then we have the two power cars, which I'll just get out and move out the way. Move this out the way first, and some more connectors, but these are really small connectors compared to the other ones, so not quite sure how it all goes together yet. It's going to be interesting. Now I actually bought one of these power cars already, so I have one and I'm keeping that as a spare backup. But these are basically the same, almost the same. This one's numbered 49001, and this one, they have got numbers there, and 49002. But obviously when you're running them, it would be better to have them running like that, so you've got the two different images. Looks quite nice then. And also you would run them, because there's a pantograph, so you'd have that one that end, and then this pantograph would be this end, so when they're running like that, you've got the pantographs either end. I'm just going to get out, and in this box that just popped out, we've got two more of those. So you've got two lots of long ones and some short ones. That's interesting. I'm just going to lift that out. Now I know obviously people have already reviewed these, so move that out of the way. Just wanted to have a quick look at the detail and the detailing. I mean, there's got a lovely grille there, proper grille, that looks really nice, and the detailing on the top here feels quite solid. I mean, that would be broken if you dropped it or hit it, but it feels quite solid. One thing I'm noticing as I'm holding it though, this has got a join here. Now, not a complaint, there's no issues, but I can feel that moves. So again, we've got another slot there. One thing I'm concerned about is though these are free running wheels. That doesn't feel that heavy. I'm not sure if that is actually a power car or if it's just this, maybe this just the one. But again, that one also has that slot underneath that the normal coaches don't have, so it's going to be interesting. And we've got another set of these. Yeah, so this one from 49001 is the actual power car. This is the only one with, they don't turn, so this is the one with the motor in. Yeah, I can tell the difference on that. Although I thought that with the set, that they would both be powered, to be honest. But they're not. No, that's definitely not powered. So I don't know why it's got this, unless it's just so that they kept the same design. One thing I've got a problem with though straight away is Pantograph, which I didn't even notice. Look, it's all falling apart, it's all broken. Maybe it's just come unclipped. Yeah, it does look like it's got, I don't know if you can see that, tiny little clips there, and they go into looking at the other one. So, but yeah, that's not good. So that's arrived damaged. But other than that, that's the only damage on it, and it does look like I should be able to gently clip those back in, which I'm not going to do now, but I should be able to get that back in there. I'll have a quick look. Yeah, so just trying to see if I can clip that back in easily, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a very easy job. It's going to be pretty fiddly, so I'm not going to attempt that at the moment, not on camera. So, but yeah, so that's arrived damaged. But like I said, I have got a spare power car, so if need be I can use that one for now. I'm almost tempted to actually swap this one out for the other power car and double head 2 power cars as well because of my helixes. So I'll wait and see how it runs on the helix before I get to that point. So I'm just interested as to why all the others have an extra slot on, or it might be just part of a design. I'm not sure. If I can find a tiny screwdriver, maybe we can have a look. So yeah, so I've got a very tiny screwdriver there, so we're just going to have a quick look and see if there's anything under there. So if any of you guys buy one, you'll know whether you need to go in there or not. Right, so that's the 2 little screws out, that's the plate out, and yes, there is another blanking chip in there, look. Now I don't know why you'd have one on each of the ends and on each of those. I mean, what's going on there? I mean, do I need 4 decoders? What's going on? It's a bit confusing for, you know, to someone. Just having a look at this instruction sheet. So yeah, so it's saying that DCC sockets are located here in the DTS and the NDM cars. So the DTS cars are the end cars and the NDMs are the center ones, but that means there's 4 sockets. It says ensure that all decoders are set to the same default settings. So I'm assuming that means that I'm meant to be putting 4 decoders in there. That seems a little strange, and obviously it's for the head and tail lights, etc., for running different directions, and I'm assuming that because Hornby have gone for just this sort of coupling, you know, and not an electrical contact coupling that joins them, that the you need separate decoders. So it looking like I need 4 decoders for the full set, which is a bit strange. And of course, the one thing that I had already thought about that maybe some people haven't is sound decoder. Right, so that NDM car, the non-powered one, there is no decoder in there, so there's one answer. So you don't need, it's not going to be 4. Right, I'm just screwing that one back up again. So I'm assuming you just need them in the head and tail cars, but there's no mention of how to set them up. I mean, I'm assuming you would set up 3 decoders all on the same one. So yeah, let's have a look at the power car. That was actually the body shell that cracked there, where that join is that I was on about. It didn't actually break, it just made a cracking sound because I squeezed it. So that one's out, but it's not dropping out. Right, so that's the power car, and that has a decoder in it, but it's a little bit, has a socket, but that's going to be interesting to fit with it wobbling around like that. So that one has one. These have one. I'm assuming the other one will as well. Now that's really interesting. Obviously be careful unscrewing these because these screws are tiny and you could lose them. Yep, so that one's got one as well. I'm assuming, like I said, that that's just for the lighting, and that if you set up 3 decoders all to the same channel and all being the same decoders, that obviously when you program them, make sure you program them the correct way. So if you imagine a test track, when you program that one, and then that one, that you would put them on the test track like so. So that would be on that test facing that way, that one facing that way, and that one facing whichever way you want it, and then program all 3 separately to the same number. I'm assuming you can do it that way. That's the only way I can think of, apart from doing a consist with 3 different decoders, but then that has issues with having to switch lighting separately. So I'm a little bit disappointed that Hornby haven't really gone into the decoders. Yeah, I mean, they've got this about how to fit. See, what's strange is it says remove the cover from the NDM or DTS car as shown in section 4. Yeah, so it tells you to do one or the other, but there's no way of power getting from because on this one it says please ensure that all decoders are set to the same settings. So you're going to have to need one for each. It's the only way that I can see how it's going to work. But anyway, so I've got to say that the finish on these is really good. Sorry, the camera's not picking in. Again, on the main end car, it's got a lovely grille on there. That does look good. The only thing that annoys me is that there's no room and obviously not much possibility of fitting any sort of sound chips in these. They haven't thought about maybe putting sound chips in. I mean, it would be possible to fit one somewhere, but I expect, but not that anyone makes one for this class at the moment. But with my APTE that I've got, that has sound in each end in both of the power cars. So I mean, these are the power cars, but they are electric, but they would still make some noise, I would have thought. And then you've got horns, things like that. So it's just a bit of a shame, really. So I was just looking into the cab there. You've got some, sorry, seating and a very blue dashboard. It's quite basic. Nothing in the back, at the background. Sorry about the focus there. Yeah, well, this is going to be an interesting experience to work out what needs to be done now. So, like I said, I'm assuming you're going to need 3 decoders for each one for each of those 3, and obviously make sure the decoders are all the same. Excuse me. Because if you use different decoders, they'll have different setting, different maybe things. They won't really work well together. So you need to buy 3 8-pin decoders that are all the same. So I shall go out and do that next week, and then we'll have a go at fitting all of the decoders and see how it goes. So I think I'll, because I'm not going to ever have sound in it, obviously, so I think I'll just go for the standard Hornby 8-pin decoders, although it's not really, you don't have to go with Hornby decoders, but obviously you haven't got a lot of space in there, so I don't know how we're going to get anything much in there. So I'm not sure. This is really weird. It's very strange. Hornby really should have documented that a bit better. I don't like the fact that this moves around either. That's just going to make it really hard to get a decoder in there, especially with the wires always come out sideways from the decoder. But that, oh sorry, I don't know if you can see that, but that actually moves in there. Anyway, first things first, I need to take this away, try and fix this pantograph, or get my other spare power car out and send this one back. So that's going to be fun. It doesn't look too hard to fix. I should be able to get that on all right. I'm hoping anyway. But I shall take that to the workbench and have a look at it first. See if it can be fixed without having to send it back. So, but yeah. So that's rather interesting. We will come back to this one, and just looking at this, I do like this coach with all the equipment in. It makes it slightly nicer, so that's going to be good. And then so the setup is something like this. So I'm just laying out the coach is, and then obviously the power cars would go at the end like so, with the other coaches in between. But you can see that's quite a big set there. And down here underneath already I have a set of 3 there and a set of 3 there of the coaches, which will go obviously in there, so, and in there. So I'm actually going to have a 13 car set. in total, so that'll be quite a long set. It's meant to be a 14 car on there. I'm obviously missing one coach. Not sure which one I'm missing, but I can look it up and I can always try and get hold of the one I'm missing if I need to. Anyway, I think this has gone on long enough. I'll come back to you with another video when I work out how we're going about the chipping. I might actually contact Hornby and just check whether you're meant to put one in each of those 3. So I'm assuming you do, but it's not very clear in the instructions. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Obviously a bit of a letdown with the broken pantograph, but other than that, no issues. The paint all looks really good, the finish is good. Unlike the HST, I've had no obvious issues that I can see with quality. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon.